Victor, you call this solving the crime? You have Kevin listed as the primary suspect.
Well, Lucy, excuse me, this isn't personal. I'm just logically following the facts.
Yeah, but Victor, how logical is it that I'm scared to death that Lucy might be the next victim, but I'm the killer? I owed Bennett Devlin my life, but I killed him?
There's a very good... Oh, I just thought of something else. Even as a boy, you were a bundle of contradictions.
Contradictions? Victor, I already feel responsible for Devlin and Grace Sullivan. I don't need my own father accusing me.
People are dying exactly as they did in your book. Now, I'm very sorry if this is unpleasant for you, but all roads lead directly to you.
Victor, I don't care what that chart says. You don't have a shred of evidence that ties me to any of the murders.
Monk, you're a clever man. Ergo, one would expect that you would be clever in covering your tracks.
Boy, Victor, you really have a lot of nerve. Where would you be if it weren't for Kevin right now?
Monk is a wonderful son. He's a man of many dimensions, as the chart shows. In one life, he's an upstanding citizen. In another, he's a methodical killer.
Tell me something. Have you skipped taking your medication?
I assure you, I have never been more clear-headed in my life.
Fine, then you tell me what evidence you have that implicates me.
Monk, all of your relatives have been certifiable head cases. Every last one of them.
I certainly hope you are including yourself in that.
What? Absolutely. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Now, it is true that you have tried to live a normal life, but you have already been caught sipping from the Collins gene pool.
No, I had a breakdown. That doesn't make me a killer, Victor.
You were a stalker, my boy. And what's more, you have no memory of having been one. Isn't it logical to expect that the blackouts have returned?
No, it isn't possible that the blackouts have returned. I worked hard at my therapy, intensive therapy, and I've recovered from it.
He's right. Yes, he has a stalker history, but that is just it. It's history.
He wouldn't be the first serial killer in the family. His poor brother practically turned this town into his private hunting ground.
Kevin is not Ryan.
Lucy, of course you can't be objective about this. You're in love with him. Love is the triumph of imagination over intelligence.
But I had no motive for these killings.
Let's look at that. It is true that Devlin may have saved your life when he rescued us after
Wait a minute. Who saved you from the fire? Kevin did, and this is the way you pay him back?
Look at that. Devlin tried to sue you. He even tried to stop publication of the book.
But I called the publisher myself and asked them to stop selling the book.
Did you really think the publisher was going to go along with that? Wasn't that really just a clever strategic move?
All right, wait a minute. Let's just suppose that Doc did kill Devlin.
What?
I'm not saying that you did. Let's just suppose.
Thank you.
Then where does that leave Grace's death and Julie's drug overdose? He has no motive.
Let's look at that. Monk figured that he was onto a good thing when Devlin's murder caused the sales of his book to skyrocket.
Oh.
So you're saying now that I'm killing for money?
Monk, your book stands to earn you millions. I'm very proud of you, but isn't it true that General Homicide is selling so well merely because people are actually dying?
Crazy and greedy. I'm glad you think so highly of me, Victor.
My personal assessment of you is completely irrelevant. Give me an alibi, and I will gladly rearrange my whole chart.
An alibi?
Yes.
You want an alibi? All right, I'll give you an alibi. How's that? You were missing at the time of the murders. Where's your alibi? All right, Victor. You used my breakdown as direct evidence of my guilt. Let's turn the spotlight on you just for a minute. You're no stranger to falling off the edge of sanity. As the patriarch of our unusual little clan, I think...
Unusual. That's a very good choice of words. It's way a bit of an understatement, but it's a very good choice of words.
Well, I may be unusual, Monk, but I have no motive for killing these
You were incensed when you found out that Devlin was suing me over my book.
Now, come on. Can a father show a little protective
The
feeling?
question is, can protective feelings turn to murder? You've always felt protective of me, Victor. That's why you took me to Europe in the first place. You wanted to protect me from my mother.
Good job. Of course. Why didn't I see this before? As a father, I would do anything to keep my son from harm, and I certainly wouldn't stop at murder, let me tell you.
Whoa. Just a second ago, you were convincing us that Kevin's the murderer. Now, it's you?
We're only following the facts. Oh, I could have killed those people to increase your book sales, too.
Why would you do that?
As a father, I want only the best for my son, and that certainly includes the best book on the market.
Wait, you think that's a good enough motive for murder?
Absolutely. Any father that wouldn't kill for his son needs to have his head examined. Now, it is true that I've so far resisted having my head examined, but that's beside this point. Press on. We don't yet have enough evidence against me.
Okay, the shirt.
The shirt!
The blood on the shirt the day that Devlin died. It was your shirt.
Is that why you were looking for that shirt? You thought I could be the murderer all along, and you never told me? You left me out of the loop?
Yeah, and you're saying now you're offended? 2 minutes ago, you had me branded as the
Only
killer.
following the facts, and I resent your accusation of bias.
You say you saw the person who strangled Grace Sullivan, and yet you haven't been able to make a positive identification.
That's just an excuse to explain why you were at the scene of the crime.
I did identify the culprit.
A clown! Victor, for God's sakes, everybody on the hospital staff practically was dressed as a clown.
Besides, saying that the clown makeup matched Julie Devlin's clown makeup sounds to me like a very clever smokescreen to throw the police off your trail.
Bravo! Bravo! I'm very proud of both of you. Excellent work. You're tripping along the paths of logic like licensed guides. However, I did see a clown strangle Grace Sullivan, and I won't forget that as long as I live.
I am sorry about that.
The leering, yellow-wigged, red-suited devil just choking the life out of that poor woman.
Okay, I get the point. I think we all get the point. I want to hear all the points, but I really don't like the way these points are adding up.
We're following the conclusion to its logical end. It's actually very simple.
Oh, good grief. If the two of you are trying to convince me that I am living with a murderer, then you're doing a damn fine job of it, and I want you to stop.
Lucy,
No, you know what? I'm going to go to bed. I want to leave. I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to probably have nightmares. And I want you two to sit here and logically discuss which one of you are to blame. Good night.
Lucy, wait, we're sorry. We just obviously got carried away.
Could you please just keep the scary speculations to yourselves?
Promise.
Cut that out. You know what? If Victor wasn't so dead on with all his motives and his chart stuff, I guess I wouldn't be quite so scared.
Hey. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
I know that. And I'm not really truthfully worried about you or about Victor, because I do know that Eve is the real killer, and she better not mess with me if she knows what's good for her. Doc, what really scares me is the fact that Victor did come up with all this stuff pointing to the fact that you're the killer. Well, what if the police do that? Or what if the media? What if they jump to the same exact conclusion?
I wouldn't worry about that. No one's mind works like my father's. Do you mind if I go first?
Hey, I'm gonna borrow some of your socks. I'm freezing.
Tonight, boys, they don't cry, they're rough and tough. But are they? Are we sending dangerous messages to our sons? It's the emotional life of boys. Plus, beware, that fun outing on a charter bus could end in tragedy. All on 2020 ABC tonight. Need to catch up on the action on Port Charles? Get your daily recaps only by logging on to abc.com.